Today I'm going to be reviewing the Robert Sorby Soveriegn Ultima hollowing system. I'd like to say at the very beginning that I purchased this system from Oliver's Wood Turning, and I'll put a link down to Ed Oliver's website below. I'd also like to state categorically that whether I purchase an item or items that I review, or I'm sent an item or items to review, the review remains an honest assessment in my view. Whether I purchased it or not makes no difference to the review that I give. In fact, the reason that all my reviews give a good account of what I'm reviewing is because I like them personally. If I'm sent or purchased something that I was going to do a review on, or asked to do a review on, and I don't like it, I won't do a review. Simple as that, because I don't believe either in giving something bad press, slating it, because I personally don't like it. I don't believe that's right either. So any reviews I do is something that I have particularly used and have found to be a good item. So that out of the way, and I'm not going to explain that again, because I have had a few comments in previous reviews I've done that, well, you know, you've got that for nothing, so you're going to say it's good. But in actual fact, that particular item I did purchase. But that's the way people think. So this is the tool in its form as it arrives, if you like, and it has the articulated head already installed, and this is at its full extension to give you that 16 inches of hollowing capability. The handle just screws in. You can have it obviously at the side, and if you decide you'd prefer to have it as Martin Saban Smith does at the top here, you merely just rotate and undo these Allen screws here, and then rotate so that you've got it in that orientation, and then simply tighten up the Allen screws. So your options are completely you can personalize this to exactly how you want it. The beauty of this, the reason that I sold my Paul Crabtree Hollowing King, the 3 tools I had there, which I reviewed a couple of years ago, great tools, but I had to use a different tool for each job I wanted, and the biggest one I had only hollowed down to 8 inches. This will do from virtually nothing right the way down to 16, all in one tool. And obviously you can reduce the length of the bar if you're doing smaller work. You do have to have this collar on the chuck side of your rest, but that is not an issue. I haven't found that to be an issue at all. It might seem a bit strange you're that far away from the work, but it's so well balanced, it is not an issue at all, I found. The other thing is that if you're only doing, let's say, a straight-sided vase, you don't need this articulation. So all you do is merely take off the articulated piece, just unscrew that, and remove it from here. So get rid of the articulated arm, and you then can attach the cutter head directly to the bar, which then, if you do it properly, will be good. So now you have that for straight hollowing, if you're not doing a hollow form, etc. So the versatility is brilliant. And I quite often, I say for a shortish vase, smallish vase, have it there, so you've got a smallish tool that is really well balanced. Obviously the important thing is to see it in action. The business end here, I'll zoom in there. There we go. The business end here, let's just remove that so I can show you in detail. Okay, this is the business end, and it consists of an adjustable blade guard, and what happens there is you loosen off this guard, and by means of the wheel here, the micro adjuster, you can adjust how much of the blade of the cutting tip is actually showing. And this is, whichever way they say it to you, is trial and error for your particular style, because it can be extremely aggressive. And what happens is the shavings, as they come off the edge of the cutter, come up through the guard and away. They can clog sometimes, but I haven't actually found it an issue with more as I've used it, because although it might appear to be in there, as soon as you cut, that one is ejected, so you don't have a problem with regards to it stopping it. My only criticism is the handle. I find it too small for my largish hands, and my hands aren't as big as some lads I know. However, as fortune would have it, when I had my old lathe and I bought the Sorby modular tool rest system, my old lathe had a 25mm tool post, and my new lathe is 25.4, which is an exact inch, if you like. I can still use this, however the thread conveniently is the same as the thread on the tool, so I can actually attach that to the tool, and I've now got a much more stable handle for my big mitts anyway. So that's something that I will, because it is very small. I mean, when you compare the size, I mean, it's ridiculous really, but for me, that's just me. That's the only criticism that I've got. I've found the best way to use this system is to have, when this is on the horizontal, is to have the cutter just on centre. Use the force and a bit to go in to start, because this is just a practice piece. There we go. And move it round. That's just showing you, and you can see the lovely shavings you get less. And really, if, say I just want to go down here, go straight and just make that larger, if I alter the aspect to virtually head on, just have it, let's say, there, I've literally gone under a quarter of a turn with the you can see immediately how aggressive that is now. The thing is, and I can't reiterate this enough, it's a lot of feel. I mean, you know, this is for a couple of minutes work, and it's really taken a lot of stuff out, and as I say, I'm at an awkward angle here. However, the point I'm trying to make is that it's a very, very effective tool, and I would recommend it to anybody, if they're looking for a tool to do hollowing deep and shallow, let's put it that way, because this can take out quite a lot of stuff and do it effectively. And once you get the technique, it's like everything else, you have to learn what you're doing, learn about what you're doing. I'll carry on a bit further, maybe speed it up a bit, just to go down to the bottom here, and let's just say that's as far as we were going to go. And I can move this forward a bit now, you see, because I'm working deeper down the vessel. If you want to smooth that, because that's quite ripply there because of my bad cutting, but if you literally keep the blade in the same aspect there, but lower it and start to get a cut, nice gentle cuts. Much smaller shavings, and hopefully the camera will pick up. Sort of from here to there is. Well, I hope you found that of some use. By no means am I trying to portray that this is a definitive guide of hollowing with the Ultima system, because I'm a novice at it. But it gives you an idea of what it's capable of once you get the practice and you get the hang of it. The most important thing I found is that when you find that sweet spot, is maintaining the angle of the handle, and also the angle of the cutter head with respects to the wood, and maintaining that as you're going down the piece. And that is possibly the most difficult thing, but practice makes perfect. It's certainly a very effective tool in my opinion. It's capable of shifting a lot of wood, and it's also capable of giving a really nice finish with practice. So the choice is yours, obviously, if you're in the market for a hollowing tool. And I will say, I gain nothing from this at all, apart from passing on to you my experiences and my thoughts with it. Well, thanks very much indeed for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers now.